Check it out.
Omoluwabi 87.7 FM.
Okay, that is Coma by our Ira Star. Good evening, esteemed listeners. It's 4:48 in Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM. I am Kiki, your amazing host, and together with me is
Iremide, also known as the 001.
Happy weekend and an amazing one to you all. I mean, it's been a nice weather since morning, switching from sunny to that cool weather and all of that. Just get your nose mask ready because here comes the dusty season. Right. I mean, okay, I'd also make sure you stay hydrated and be safe. Welcome yet again to another campus gist. Yeah, on Omoluwabi Radio. Okay, this is where you get the deets of what's happening around campuses in Nigeria. And also, we are still in that convocation mood.
Era season.
Yeah, because there are some people who will be convocating, students that will be convocating from different schools next week.
Right.
So happy convocation in advance.
I think we have students from Uni Osun. We also have from UI. I entered
UI
today and
yeah.
I could see people like tents everywhere. I mean,
the mood is starting to get vibey and all of that. Okay, where have you been? Let's start from you.
I've been good. I've been trying to gather everything together and go ahead and marry someone because I need to make the money first before you know how the saying goes, right?
Congratulations. So God be with you on that.
All right. So about you, how have you been?
Well, I've been fine. Nothing much.
Short and precise. How? Short and precise. How?
I've just been fine.
Tell me more about
nothing much. My week was just there. Nothing much exactly.
All right.
Okay. There are some. These are the stories. Just few of the stories that came up during the week, which we'll be discussing on. I want you to stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Let us enjoy this discussion together.
All right. So for this week we have some news for you, and then we have one on the list is 20 make first class at Koladaisi University fourth convocation. Reps urge universities to avoid undue delay, frustration of student research work. And also we have OAU workers protest 5 months withheld salaries, allowances. Extend support to private universities, Elizade Varsity Funder urges federal government. Sokoto students plead for government intervention in unpaid fees. Also, we have federal government reduces entry age for tertiary education to 16. Automatic employment for 25 newly inducted PAMO University medical doctors. NASU SANO suspend strike awaits federal government commitment. We have Alumni Association renovates OOU lecture or donates teaching aids. And last on the list, we have a call to President Tinubu on ASU strike. Kiki, these are amazing stories for the week.
Actually, they are amazing. Okay, but just before we get into the conversation, we are live on Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM on Facebook. Let's get your comments, let's get your likes, and please do well to follow us. I'll start with the first stories, just like you said.
Right.
These are very interesting discussions, and I would love us to, discuss so well on them. Like I said, we are still in the convocating mood. So I start with 20 makes first class at Scholar Dicey University, fourth convocation. This first class of 18. God help me as well. Anyways, the Vice Chancellor of Scholar Dicey University, Professor Adeniyi Olatunbosun, has said 20 students graduated with first class at the fourth convocation of the institution. Olatunbosun said 156 students graduated with 50 of them in the second class upper division. Speaking at the event at Baker Memorial Hall, Olatunbosun, a senior advocate of Nigeria, urged all graduates to always embrace excellence. I mean, you have to embrace excellence, or must be in that line, must be in that part to have the first class upper division, first class division. I mean, it's an amazing job so far. 20 students out of 156. What can be done. Congratulations to everyone. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job.
Congratulations
to all students that convoked.
And Kiki, do you know what I noticed? For the past 3-4 weeks, the news that we've been getting have been on convocation. And people making first class, bagging first class here and there, and I'd be like,
that shows that school is not a scam. That shows that
I a fish?
Education is very, very important. Exactly. People are really studying. So when people tell you that school is a scam, they are studying. They are studying in their secret place, and you're listening to them being influenced by what they say. Take your life serious.
It is really heartening to see young individuals, breaking the boundaries of knowledge.
Actually, I mean,
back in the first class.
Over the years, I think people who come out of first class, they've improved significantly, and I'll just urge students to work better, to study better,
right?
To get a very good and excellent degree.
Thank you very much, Kiki, for that. Let's move on to the next news story that we have here, and that is reps urge universities to avoid undue delay, frustration of students' research work. The House of Representative Committee on University Education has warned the management of Nigerian universities against frustrating both undergraduate and postgraduate students over projects, theses, dissertations, and other research-related issues. The chairman, House Committee on University Education, Abubakar Azan Fulata, gave the warning following an allegation that a lecturer at Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, died of depression due to his inability to complete PhD program after 13 years. Oh my God, this is disheartening, to be very honest.
Very
this is disheartening. And to think that this is common in the society, although not leading to death, but then it is common to see lecturers trying to delay students to do some things,
and also mount pressure. Unnecessary pressure,
back-to-back pressure. You have to submit your chapter 1 to 3 in 2 weeks' time. Sir, you've not been telling us this before. What's going on? Sir, can you extend the deadline? But then,
I heard of a situation where students of a certain department, I wouldn't say the school, sorry for that, they were asked to pay a certain amount, and it's more than 50k, like 70k plus, just to maybe help print out their project material, whatever it is. I don't know. They were really complaining so bad. And where should they get money just for projects? Students must have spent their own personal money doing research and all of that. And a lecturer trying to extort students, it's not fair.
Not at all.
And doing projects can really take a toll on students, because different lecturers will always want something that will be so comfortable for them to work with, for them to understand. So, telling your students that, oh, you have to go with this and that, and imagine the student has picked is a topic, and having to change the topic after the third chapter.
You are right.
Why wouldn't
you are right.
why didn't the lecturer inform the student right from the moment he or she picked a topic that, oh, I can't work with this?
Even chapter 1 is there's chapter 2, and then you can be like, okay, I think your project topic is not solving the society problem.
Exactly.
Can you please, could you please change your topic? But then you waited until chapter 1, chapter 2, literature review, then chapter 3.
I mean, I can imagine the pressure on the PhD students, because it will be so hard. Some don't even go through with it,
right? Because
they feel the pressure. And amongst PhD students, master students, we have those that will be married, those that have kids, those that may be tied with one thing or another and trying to learn, but they are not even making it comfortable for them to do that. That can also put people off learning and all of that. Now imagine maybe someone who hasn't even gained admission into school, and this person, you're in this kind of situation, the person might just feel like, oh, let me hold on. But with all of these, we also have nice lecturers. We have lecturers that makes things easy, that even
shout out to my lecturers there. Thank you very much for making life easy for me. Shout out to my lecturer.
That is very good. You passing through a certain stage while you were in school does not mean others has to also go through that stage. I feel that's not learning. That's not teaching students endurance and all of that. Of course.
Kiki, in relation to this news story that we just read, this is not even an undergraduate.
PhD. The man died after 13 years.
After 13 years of struggling to complete his PhD
he couldn't even complete it.
He could not. This is so much about... I feel like lecturers and people that are supervising projects need to understand that these people have mental health, and their mental health is at stake.
Honestly.
Imagine trying to think about how better you can impress your supervisor, and then you waited first year, second year, third year, up to 13th year.
That's no joke.
That's serious.
Yeah, so not even months, not even weeks.
Imagine if I born today now, if I give birth today now, 13 years of...
Adam, you shall one bone by fire by force.
No, that's not the bone of contention.
Okay, on to the next. OAU workers protest 5 months withheld salaries, allowance, and all of that. Member of the National Association of Academic Technologists at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, rallied on campus on Wednesday in a peaceful protest over withheld salaries and unpaid allowances, calling out the federal government for what they described as a continued breach of trust. With slogan written on placards, the protesters voiced their discontent with what they see as neglect and disregard for their welfare, as they have not received salaries for over 5 months. Anyway, all these ASU, SANU, NASU. And it's not all the OAU workers that are trying to protest. Other lecturers from other schools also did the same this same week, and this is really, really bad. Lecturers exhausting all their energy, all of that, just to make sure students are being taught, and at the end of it all not getting their salaries. That is so unfair on them. That's really, really so unfair on them.
I touched down at OAU today, and then I tried to speak with 1 or 2 students, because I read this news and I was like, okay, I think this is OAU. I could just engage some students and tell them about what is going on in their school. Although it came out that some students do not know what some of their teaching staff are passing through, but
really?
Then I still had to enlighten them and tell them, okay, this is what is going on in your school. How do you feel about that? And then I realized that they themselves, they are not cool with the current situation of things. How do they expect salary earners, people that are striving, that have families at home, how do they expect them to survive? not 1 month salary, not 2 months salary.
I mean, that's how other lecturers have to travel out of the country just, get something better than having to persuade government, beg the government. What have they not done just to receive their salaries? I mean, salaries of months.
I would not even lie to you. I told you that I did the student loan thingy. I was waiting for my stipend, monthly stipend, my 20k to come in. First month, second month, it wasn't coming, and let me tell you, I was depressed.
I hope you have another source.
I was depressed. I was expecting.
Finish.
Sometimes it's not even about how much they want to collect. It's about the expectation on the money and the calculation that you must have done before the month ends.
I mean, a lot of people students who receive the loan, their mind is there. They bank on it.
Yeah.
So you're not even meeting up or just doing a few, that doesn't even add up to the expectations of students. Students don't want to know. Once the only year go. They don't want to hear the other aspect of whatever it is. So government should do well in making sure they meet all these
paying
things.
These dues as at when due. We are not even asking for so much. My classmates were calling me, blah blah blah. Have you seen your? I said I've not seen it though. Although I used to GT. Have you seen your? Is it network? No, it's not network. They've not paid it though. Now look at these OAU lecturers and teaching and not teaching staff, not getting their.
For me, I feel lecturers should be paid the most because they are really doing a very hard job.
Right.
Lecturing thousands of
students,
of great people that will take the country to a very great place.
Yes.
So, neglecting their needs, the lecturers' needs and all of that, we have to start from this infrastructural thing. Have you seen a place where the lecturer stays in school, like the lecturers don't? I don't want to go there. I mean, for students, they don't say every day, so now, not to even talk of lecturers, but then, I just feel these lecturers, they have that fear in them that, these people should not be affected. I mean, students pay their fee right on time. So why can't lecturers get their fee also right on time? That's the federal government. We just hope they can, please help so that another strike, because strike, they've been saying strike is looming.
Right.
ASU is doing its own.
Mm-hmm.
And
the major problem now is that the issue is not even isolated to OAU alone. It is not just OAU.
I said to other schools.
There are some
lecturers that protested.
We are just reading the OAU news today. Tomorrow, next week,
might be another school.
Do you get?
So
it might be another school. So we urge the federal government to please pay. Thank you very much.
Listen to their grievances.
Exactly.
Please. Okay. Extend support to private universities. Elizade University founder urges federal government. The founder of Elizade University, Ilara Mokin, in Ifedora, local government area of Ondo State, Chief Michael Adeojo, has identified inadequate funding as a major challenge facing the administration of universities in Nigeria. Adeojo will disclose this during the convocation ceremony of the institution. Said the university system requires a lot of funds for effective administration to be realized. He said that funding has always been the clog in the wheel of development of private universities, noting that the founders of the universities solely bear the responsibilities of financing them. My dear, what do you have to say on this?
Inadequate funding has been like a major problem that tertiary institutions are struggling to meet up on. Now, for instance, when they hear private universities, I feel like people just feel that these people should be self-sufficient because they are private.
Mm-hmm.
They do not need support because they are private. Meanwhile, private universities are also there because they feel like let's come to this. Private universities get their support from, let me tell you their sources. They get their support from grants, from let's say low interest loan.
Okay.
They also get their support from people that promise them, I mean big
or probably
people,
stakeholders
sometimes, and then big people that promise them, okay, I'm going to like donation, I'm going to like donate this certain amount of. Now the grants that could have been given to them by the federal government, if it is not coming in, or if even if it's not like in expectance that okay, we are expecting this certain amount from the federal government, now how do they cope? How do they cope? That's the question.
One thing about this thing is students that are trained, students go to school,
right?
They learn, and who benefits? The nation,
right?
So funds, loans, everything should not, support from the federal government should not be restricted to federal universities alone. State universities, private universities, every universities, whichever one they are, should be able to receive support from the federal government. The government should be able to fund them because the products of the greater nation are the ones in school. So to ensure a better nation, this is one of the things government should actually do. And just like you said, they feel they should be self-sufficient.
Yes.
In this economy. There are a lot of things that has to be done in an institution
and
to make it function well.
To be frank with you, do you know that the sources of private universities, the sources where they get funding, the sources is not sustainable. Let's be frank with ourselves. Now they expect that okay, where they are probably revenue or where they can generate revenue is through stakeholders, founders, trying to add up to their money, trying to donate, give them grants, and so on and so forth. And it is this is not a monthly allowance thing. It is just when they feel the need, like the supporters, when they feel the need to drop something for them, that is when they can say, okay, we want to improve on some of the stuff that we have, some of the equipment, some of the instruments that we have. Now if this thing is not coming in probably every week or every month, I don't know, it is not sustainable. So once we can have federal government on the charts and know that okay, this certain percentage comes from federal government, so I feel like it's going to reduce the workload on them.
They've got several departments, several several faculties. Imagine the faculty of technology, most especially faculty of science and all of that has to do with that deal with laboratory activities and all of that. Not getting the right equipment, not getting the right sources, not even getting the right fund, can only limit the learning ability of students. It's like it will restrict it to whatever is on ground, which shouldn't be. You want students to, be efficient in this, be efficient in that, but what is provided for students to make use of, to learn from? Do you get? Most students only know the theory aspect of what is being done in school, being taught in school. What about the practical aspect, which is the most important thing? And that's what the world needs, not something you just have to read on book. But then I feel students should be able to gain a certain level of that practicability in school, to be so confident when they finish school and being able to deliver efficiently. Students will even be so proud of themselves that, oh, I can really do this, I can really do that before end of school. But if we don't have all this thing on ground, how are we able to do it?
Kiki, I think I should open your eyes to this aspect of this discussion too.
Okay.
Now, for instance, I think this lack of support from the federal government can also affect the private universities in not being able to retain their best brains, their top talents.
Actually,
people that are finishing from these schools, they might be demanding, let's say, higher payments if they want to retain them to be one of their staff. They might be demanding higher allowance or wage. Now, I cannot blame the students that graduated because they also know what what is at stake. They know how much they spent into the system as their school fees. And now, if they want to retain them, probably first class students or people that just they just have the skill and they want to retain them. Now, lack or low funding can also affect these private universities.
I mean, it is affecting them
already.
Everything we need is money, and money it's only money we can use to run a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it is affecting them badly. We just hope federal government can listen to their plea, because at the end of the day, it is the nation that will benefit from this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So help students for the
shout out to private universities out there that are doing well, Covenant.
I mean, it's not easy. And they're even delivering the best students. They are delivering best students.
Currently, Covenant is the best university in Nigeria.
That's amazing. Okay, I hope you've been enjoying the discussion so far. It's been great with Ire. I mean, we've been pleading, and we still keep pleading, and also, urge students to, also make sure to do well with their education. And we are still live on Facebook. If you are just tuning in, we are live on Facebook. You can listen to us, drop your comments, follow us on Facebook. We'll be going on a short break, and we'll be playing you Romeo Must Die by Ruga featuring BNXN. Stay with us, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We have more discussion for you.
Many kilometers. As I found out, I'm going to Shiranuba all day. Now you there for my side, call you back for my life. Say me room with my style. They don't say I try. Only there for my side, call you back for my life. Say me room with my style. They don't say I try. Make I no talk about all the facility. Because say I been be out of stability. The Cali power nipping. We no money not the artillery. I'm the artillery for days. So tell shame me. I just take a shot of whiskey. It is on the nature. You know you're way magic. She know you're way magic. So tell shame me. I just take a shot of whiskey. It is on the nature. Many kilometers. As of I want time, she ran back. Oh, many kilometers. As of I want time, she ran back. See it today for my left, call it for my right. If you say you want check, I still get one for my right. See it today for my left, call it for my right. If you say you want check, plenty they wait for outside. It not necessary, but I go fight if it's necessary. Them nothing mention me for the cheap talk. You go on your lips. I calculate the money I go make this year. I open my mouth on how I take rich, yeah. Me and Buju we go worry them this year. If you bring Wahala, you go take this year. Cause I would tell shame me. I just take a shot of whiskey and you are missing. Cause I would tell shame me. My prayer they worry all the witches for their meeting. Cause I would tell shame me. I just take a shot of whiskey. Not be big deal cause I help made you. I help made you. Mila.
right, and that is Romeo Must Die by Ruga. Special thanks to our viewers and our listeners out there. Thank you very much for following us. Thank you very much for following Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM.
Yeah, keep your comments coming. Thank you so much.
Let's get this. All right, on to the next news story, and that is Sokoto students plead for government intervention in unpaid fees. No fewer than 704 students of Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto, have appealed to the state governor, Dr. Ahmed Aliyu, to intervene in the payment of their tuition fees to save their academic career. The students, who are indigenous of the state, accused the special advisor to the governor, Abubakar Salim, of allegedly diverting their portion of the fees for his personal use. We need to take note that the leader of the group, Usman Yauza, said the state government approved the payment of tuition fees for 5,994 indigent students of the institution out of 5,290 of the students who were registered, leaving a shortfall of 704 students. Kiki.
First off,
sure
those students are enjoying.
Me.
I mean, their tuition fee is being paid by the federal government. God I beg.
God I beg.
If all states can be like that, I'm very sure a lot of students, a lot of people want to, even those on the street will want to go to school. That's very, very. I just don't know if that one can be implemented now.
Our state governor is also is also trying. I mean,
yeah, the funds it gives out to the ingenious people, right?
Yes, no. But then this is also like a special thing. A special thing. 5,000 people were being covered for
5,000 plus.
I didn't want to state the exact number.
5,000 plus, and out of the numbers of students that were supposed to be, funded, small corruption and still enter. Some people were not even able to, receive that, and that disrupted their academic activities. That's what led to students, para say, they no pay our fee.
We no go agree, we no go agree.
I mean, so I think their lectures and all of that are on hold. So, they don't want to miss out on whatever it is. And, most especially the North. I mean, they are so privileged.
Right.
Them getting this kind of treatment, and, maybe it's because they learn less over there.
Yes, I think it's just like a medium to support the learning process.
And also encourage them to go to school.
Encourage them to go to school. I mean, if they are thinking of the tuition fees that they are going to pay, and then they just add somewhere that, okay, just come to school, we are going to cover the fees. That is going to be like a source of encouragement that, okay, I think Dauda, let's go to school. May we go to school, then go pay our school fees.
And we can see a lot of them now, like the educated one in the on social media. I'd say they're already coming out of that. What will I call it? Not learning all of that. Now they are getting civilized and all of that. Okay, on to the next. FG reduces entry age for tertiary education to 16. The federal government has reversed the 18-year age limit for admission into tertiary institutions, now allowing 16-year-old to qualify for university entry. Morufu Tunji Alausa, Minister of Education, announced this during his inaugural press briefing on Tuesday in Abuja. This thing, it caused a lot of
attention.
Controversies from stakeholders, from parents, from teachers, all of them. I mean, from a whole lot of people,
even
from schools. And in this stage where we have strike, and students not even entering school at the appropriate time. At what age did they graduate?
Exactly.
Marriageable age, just like you, aiming for marriage.
I just said that the other time. I mean, don't take my word for it. Take my word for it, but not in that context, please.
I mean, they really faced a lot of oppositions. They just had to bring this thing down to the age it has always been. And I think they reviewed policies and all of that, and they reversed it. The new Minister of Education reversed it. When it was reversed, they also get their praises.
Right. Although
Because-
I think we need to, still be sure and get our facts right, because the Minister of Education said that in the long run, in the future, we are still going to have to raise it up to like age of 18.
So it's still under consideration.
Yeah, but for
So
now,
not
I think we should
permanently,
enjoy
temporarily.
the 16 years that we can go to school for our institution.
I mean, the pressure was much, so it must have led to that. But then they are still in that process of consideration. They are still considering. You just hope that they don't even raise it up. Everybody wants to go to school and finish on time.
All right. We have automatic employment for 25 new inducted PAMO University medical doctors. 25 medical doctors who performed their induction or oath-taking ceremony in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, have received double automatic employment upon graduation yesterday. The fresh graduates who finished from Pamo University of Medical Sciences, PUMS, Rivers State, were the second set of doctors to be produced by the university since its establishment 7 years ago. The employment offers were announced to them by the founder and pro-chancellor of the university, Dr. Peter Odili, and the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Adaize Ure. This is a wonderful, example of how educational institution should be.
So good. Just finishing school and there's job for you.
Automatic employment.
Well, that's in the medical
Like,
sector.
I mean, what do you mean? What are you trying to pass across to me?
I mean, you cannot, as a student, as a medical student, you cannot finish school after 7 years and still be trying to find your way.
I get.
But
And
then other students too, if this is done for them, it's not bad.
I like this innovation, because that's what I would call it. It is going to prevent the brain drain system that is ongoing in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I mean, our doctors, our medical doctors, lawyers finishing school and trying to japa so that they can go and start up a life there. But now, when we can get automatic employment for them, they will think twice, even if they had had it in plans since
With
way
good
back.
payments, please.
Yes, with good payment, of course. I mean, doctors don't collect, stipends.
We'll leave it at that. Okay, so this is a very, very nice one. Just like Iria said, if other students who are not medical students can also receive this kind of treatment, this country would have been much more better. I mean, students will have to japa all the time.
We need to give kudos back to Rivers State University.
That's wonderful. Okay, on to the next. NASU SANU suspend strike awaits FG commitment. The Joint Action Committee of NASU and SANU has temporarily suspended its strike in Nigerian universities, effective on November 5. The union representing non-academic staff began their strike on October 28, demanding 4 months of unpaid salaries and resolution of other issues. Following intense negotiations with the federal government, the union reached an agreement to resume work for 1 month while commitments are met. So this resumption they did is only for a month. If the money is not fully paid, they are embarking on another strike. So it's not even certain if they are not going to strike or not. So, and according to what I read, they've only been cleared of 25% of the government has only cleared 25% of the debt, and I don't even think that has reached everybody. I mean, it has even reached a certain amount where people can say, okay, they are satisfied, and they fully trust the government that they will do well in meeting their needs and responding to them as they should. So strike looming. SANU, NASU, ASU strike is looming, but we just we plead to the federal government to please do the necessary so that students won't have to suffer the outcome of this strike.
I don't want to. I
mean, it pulls us back. School activities, everything is just. This still leads to frustration.
Exactly.
Make I calm my nerves.
But I don't want to agree with you that strike is looming. I just hope that the federal government keep on their words and to prevent
their
further
promises.
Disruption of
the Ministry
activities.
of Education.
I beg.
Okay, that's all for today on Campus Gist. I hope you had a great time listening to us. I mean, it's been a great discussion so far.
Wonderful session,
Time not being on our side, would have loved to, talk more, but then we still have other Saturdays to do that. And I know you always love to listen to us. My confidence is on that level that people always want to listen to us.
Exactly.
I mean, that's great.
Considering
Really,
the number of
really
viewers
appreciate
that we are having
you.
here, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much to
for joining. Thank
those
you very
streaming on
much.
Facebook. Thank you very much for your comments, for your like. We love you. Thank you to our listeners for staying tuned on today's program. Also, once again, a very big shout out to every student in Nigeria studying. Things are hard, and we appreciate the effort of students to keep learning and all of that. Keep doing the good work. Everything will pay one day. Now everything I can say with that.
Exactly.
It's not easy. Till next Saturday when we share interesting discussion. Make sure to always stay tuned. This same station, same time, and same day. I remain your amazing girl Kiki, and
Iremi did the whole one.
don't change the dial. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.
It feels good. I feel good. I love it. I love it sudden. I don't blow any happen, no all of it sudden. I was in a hurry. I just facing my grind and I stack up my money. Remember mama told me, she say, oh mommy, please don't worry. When you walk through the valley of the shadow of tomorrow, it go bring me joy. Alone they give me joy. When I show it, they give them joy. For my hood, I they give them joy. Oh, na, na, na.
Good energy, and positive vibration. It's all I need. Gotta wudu, gotta wudno, kabalasu, kabalaji, professional, ogaraya, enjoyment minister, jaibi otedela, tabarira, amorawa, anywhere we dey, man, italawa.
Okitika like a dastika. We no fit dey sabbatical. We no fit tell in a practical.
Ability, money agility, alumini GPT, that was GTB, money opportunity, money felakuti, Yoruba, fashion till I turn, Baba 70.